Hello from Western New York, and you're seeing something that is somewhat annoying. This willow branch, which was hanging up there, kind of like, in a sort of a downward position. As you can see, it fell. And it landed on some of my black raspberries, and by the looks of things, some of my strawberries. Which is both a good and bad thing. Good in that it is no longer hanging up over my head. Bad in that it took out some of my black raspberries and some of my strawberries. But it's not too bad. I mean, I should be able to. Looks like it's kind of broken in a couple of places. Maybe able to do a little bit of cutting and a couple of sections, and well, we got a little toad. Do some cutting in a couple of sections. Pick up these pieces and along with those ones over there, and put them where they will do me a lot of good use. And that place where they'll do me a lot of good use is, of course, might have to do a little bit of trimming on my blackberries here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now this looks good. Real good. Good size, good size. It looks like a good size one right here. It's a good size one. I might have jumped the gun a little early on that, but tastes alright though. Well, anyways, I'm gonna see about taking these. Gonna have to pull out some weeds, and I know where to put them weeds at too. Oops, don't want to bother him. And well, I know where. Basically, okay. I'm gonna see about putting this thing over here on that hugel culture I've been building. Yeah, got some nice flowers coming. Hopefully the worst of the frost will hold off long enough that I might get some nice blackberries. But then again, probably shouldn't count on that too much. And I know I'm gonna need to trim out these weeds. But basically, the idea is to cut up and carry or drag the pieces of that willow branch right over to here, you know, and add them to the pile. You know, another thing I might do is also do some weeding and insert the weeds right in here. You know, I've been doing some, a little bit of research where you take organic material, trimmings, grass clippings, leaves, wood chips, dirt, manure, compost, that sort of stuff, and you add that to your hugelkultur. That way, as it breaks down, adds in some nice new organic material, that sort of thing. And granted, this will decompose over time and all that sort of stuff, but that kind of helps the process, Gonna have to mow this again. Haven't mowed it yet, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I mean, at the moment, this is mostly just green leaves and grasses, which is a lot easier than mowing down goldenrod. Although I plan to do some more mowing, and I've done some walking around in there, because one of the concerns was, is there any swamp? Is there like a swamp, any marshy areas in here? From when I have checked, I haven't been able to locate any, which is good. I don't have any wet spots. I mean, it might get a little bit wet in the spring, but for the most part, won't have to worry too much. I mean, I've found some logs down in there. Those will help me with making another hugelkultur or two. Of course, there's that willow over there. I might want to use that. And there's a couple of other logs and branches I might either cut up or move. There's these willows over here. I'm going to need to do a little bit of, I'm going to cut out some of them so that way I can, mow. Also, cut out some of them right in there, get along. And of course, cut up and cut down some of these choke cherry bushes. Basically doing whatever it takes to make it easier for me to get this area prepared to be a garden. Now, it's probably going to take me a while. I mean, it's basically, this isn't all of a sudden going to be fruit trees there, fruit trees there, fruit trees here, and with a big huge garden here, a big huge plot here with world famous carrots, another one over here, world famous beets, and it's going to take me a while. I mean, for one thing, I'm going to have to do some. I'm going to have to keep mowing. I mean, and I'm going to have to keep cleaning this stuff up, clean up this junk that's in here. Get that out, clean that up, take care of it. Got to get this all taken care of. The ground itself, it's going to need some work. It's going to need some loving. Although at the moment this guy, as long as I mow this down, it's going to have a nice layer of organic material to start repairing itself up. You know, I mean, this stuff doesn't look like much. You know, I mean, it's not your grade A material. But think about it. This stuff gets 6 feet tall. Okay, maybe a little tall. 6, 7 feet tall. That should tell you something. That tells you there's a lot of rich, that tells you that this soil is very rich. You know, that there's enough nutrients for weeds to be that tall. Imagine, and this field does have a history of being a pasture. It was used for horses. It was used for goats. And while yes, it has had a few attempts in the past at attempts at being turned into a garden. Previous tenant tried to grow some corn over in here. Didn't do so well, you know, because they didn't really take care of it, you know. They didn't clear out the area around it as good as they could have, you know. But I did check on that corn, and it looked okay, you know. But other than the fact that the weeds had come in, and then the raccoons and all that sort of stuff. But you know, this area does show promise. You know, I'm gonna have to, like I said, I'm gonna have to do some work. You know, mow down the weeds and keep mowing them. That's the important part. Keep mowing them. Might rain. Could use it in a couple of days. Plus, I had some more plans. Turns out my aunt is interested in helping me out with this garden, and she's willing to basically get rid of the junk, get that taken care of, and also in this little hollowed out section where this one willow tree's kind of grown, she'd like to put like you know, get rid of all the trash that's in here and all that sort of stuff. Basically, she'd like to put a ceramic bear and cubs, you know, kind of make it nice. You know, and of course, you know, you gotta have like a picnic table, you know, maybe a couple of chairs, you know. I mean, you got some decent shade here. You know, I mean, it's not like it's, you know, it's a few degrees cooler, you know. It's gonna look nice. Now let's see what else is going on. I mean, got some work, you know. Neighbor's on a motorcycle. Like I said, my aunt is interested in helping me clear out the junk, although we might end up using these tires as a bit of a raised bed. You know, depending on the condition of these tires. You know, I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, maybe a few more. You know, clear out the weeds and that sort of stuff. See about clearing out the junk that's in here. And then, of course, I mean, you know, I mean, hopefully these sumac will come back after the cleaning out I'm going to have to do. See what else we got. Blackberries are doing good. Fall yellow raspberries seem to be doing okay. Same thing with the fall raspberries and the black raspberries. Most of them, anyways. Strawberries seem to be doing okay. You know, the ones that didn't get squished. You know, hopefully they'll be okay. I mean, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of cutting of this log. Although for the most part, looks like the majority of the strawberries were missed. You know, I mean, maybe a couple plants here and there got hit, but it could have been worse. Trust me on that, it could have been a lot worse. And when you think about, I mean, that's a good sized log. It could have, you know, it's a, heck, let's just try this for the sheer bebop heck of it. I mean, this is okay, about 20 feet long, and it's going to take at least 2 people, maybe 3, to be sure. You know, I mean, unless I cut it up into sections, and there's a couple of weak spots I might be able to exploit. I mean, got another toad. I think I just mowed this the other day. It's more or less rotted out in certain places. It's dried out. You know, if I cut it down into manageable sections, I should be able to do the work myself. It's not the first time I've moved large logs. And I have another one I might need to think about moving to back here. You know. Now let's take a look at the rest of the garden. Yeah, brown-eyed Susans are doing pretty good. Still debating about if I should. Well, I'll probably in the spring, you know, dig some up, you know, divide it, you know, add it to, well, you know, add in like a couple of sections over to my garden that I'm working on. These are doing pretty good. Of course, you got pears over here. Gladiolas are doing okay, more or less. I mean, I don't see too many flower stalks popping up, you know, which is kind of a shame. So looking forward to that. Golden flowers look good. Hopefully Hopefully this one over here will come back next year. You know. Trying to get some of these seeds to hopefully take. On the other hand, the birds will probably help out with that. These are doing pretty good, other than the fact we got some weeds that need to be dealt with. Squash has been doing pretty good. I mean, real good. Gonna need to harvest some more before long. Today or Friday. That's gonna be fun. Always is. These gladiolas are doing okay. I mean, let me see here. How many flower stalks do we get? Well, this one. Well, that one's coming along nicely. And that one too. Ooh. Of course you got these ones. Now this is interesting. We got this yellow one and we got this one, which is I think a comet. It'd be kind of funny if those things cross-pollinated and produce seeds. Don't ask me how that works, because I've never tried growing gladiolas from seeds. I don't think my pansies are going to be planted this year. I might end up just... Well, who knows? Maybe I'll just check them around that hugelkultur I'm making. See what happens. Roses look good so far. This is a surprise! The blueberry plants seem to be doing okay, more or less. Some of them have started to lose their leaves. Some of them, anyways. Others are still retaining them a bit, you know. So, you know, they'll probably start changing color soon. I know a few of them already have. Roses are doing nice, still. Which is nice, you know, which is pretty good. Let's see here. Honeyberries, the plants look okay. We'll see what happens next year, about if I get any fruit or not. Oh, I hope I do. Gooseberries look okay. Wild rosebush looks okay too. And of course I got this caterpillar, which is doing that. It does naturally. Yeah. Black currant, jostaberry, red currants. I wish I had a white currant or even a pink. That would be nice to find. Yeah, these gooseberries, I hope they grow. You know, I'm gonna have to cut out the weeds, which I think are kind of getting taller than the plants themselves. You know, I just hope the sticks I got in there and not. Well, I may want to mow in a little closer than what I have been. You know, that probably might help things out. And then, of course, weed. Same thing with the rest of these plants. I need a weed. I think I know why I didn't get any good kale growing in here or in here, and that might have to do with the fact that I might have put on too much mulch, you know, because I added some weeds that I'd scraped up and thrown on, and it's possible that I probably should have waited a week before I placed said mulch on, you know, until the seeds got, you know, a good 4 inches tall or so. But as the saying goes, you live and learn. You make mistakes so that way you can learn from them. And hopefully you don't repeat them too much. Well, this is Western New York. This is Western New York. Subscribe if you like this. Post comments. Click the like button and all that sort of stuff. Okay? And, well, let's take a look at the elderberries before I sign off. You know, see if we got anything worth talking about there. Still got a little bit of a branch, but nothing as big or as major as the one that just fell. Yeah. Yeah, gonna have to clear out some weeds. That looks of things. I think the elderberry are done. Yeah, well. Next year. They'll come back next year. Same thing with these ones. Well, this is Western New York. Please subscribe if you like this. Post comments, click the like button, and all that sort of stuff. Okay? Goodbye.